How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Garry's Mod video, and today we're going to take a look at 3 mods all about movement. And the point of this video is the movement mods that we are taking a look at are going to improve your experience in Garry's Mod in some way. And if you want to know why I'm not looking behind me, it's because this map is laggy only when you look at this side. However, there's one mod that is very important for this map, and you probably know which one that is by the thumbnail. But the first mod is instant movement, and I never noticed this, but in Garry's Mod, when you walk, you kind of have some momentum, and it takes a bit to stop. So I'll walk, and I stopped, and I still kind of go a little bit. And also, it takes just a little bit of time to get going. Now, this is realistic, and that's great. If what you're looking for is a more realistic experience, there are mods that do that. But what if there was a mod that lets you instantly move? And now that I have it on, you guys can kind of see how weird it looks. I'll go ahead and turn it off. And there we go. So you can almost see how there's like a bit of a startup and then kind of like a wind down every time you move. But this removes that. Now, why would you want this? The reason why it's nice is because it instantly gets you to the speed you want to be at. And it makes it to where your movements are a lot more accurate. So, you know, if you want to jump or do parkour or something, you are going to stop instantly. While with this, see how I kind of keep moving a little bit afterwards? Look at that. Instant. And some people want that. Now, I thought it would feel weird, and I didn't even know how to describe this when I first saw the mod. But now that I'm using it, I can feel it. And it feels snappier. It feels more precise. And that's something that is very valuable to a lot of people. Now, another reason why we're taking a look at this mod is because it also gives you a bunch of great controls to your walking. So if you want to increase your walking speed, you can totally do that. Now, there are console commands to do this, of course, but some people don't like messing around with console commands, and this is great for that. You can also increase your crouch speed, which is kind of funny. You can make yourself crouch faster than you walk. Don't mind me. And of course, you can also increase your run speed, which is probably more useful for most people. Now, I don't even know what the original values were, so I'd be careful with messing with these. There's no default value that I can see. However, you can also turn it off, and, well, that's back to default. Alright, so that was a pretty sick mod, but the next one is the Finals Grappling Hook. Now, the Finals is a Battle Royale style shooter game. I absolutely love it. I used to play it all the time with my pals, but I haven't played it much in a while. It's really fun though, and this is a very, very cool mod. Very reminiscent of the Dying Light 2 mod, which, by the way, Techland, the developer of Dying Light, commented on that video, which is super bizarre, but that was really cool. Anyway, if you do want to use this, it does work with vmanip, which is great. Go ahead and type this in if you do not have G binded to anything. However, if you do want to change the key to like X or something, just go ahead and change this key and then type enter, and you will then have it work. Now, when you press that key, you will shoot out a grappling hook with an animation and everything. And of course, you know, if you're using like a weapon like this, then you will actually take your hand off the weapon to use it, which is really cool. Now, there is a cooldown. You can't see it, but it's right there in the bottom right. And every time you use the ability, you have to wait for that meter to fill up. Now, I understand if you do not like this, because I don't like it either, especially for this video. No worries, go into options, and we can simply change the cooldown. I'm going to go ahead and make it, let's go ahead and make it 1. See if that works. And then you can, of course, enable or disable the HUD icon, the vmanip animation, the camera effect, all that stuff. Super cool. Now, when we use it, it is ready to go right away, which is exactly what I wanted. Now, this mod can be very handy. Even though there is already a rope there, we got our own. And this is also a very fun mod because it lets you get up to places that are high up. Now, of course, you could no-clip, but, well, no-clip is kind of lame. Wait, what the hell? Someone put something here? Oh, look at that. And the one thing I do love about this mod is the weight of it. It's hard to describe in words, but when you use it, it has this weighty feel to it, and it just feels good. Now, if you do want to cancel it early, that's not a problem. Simply press the Alt key, and you can cancel it whenever you want. Alright, let's really put this to the test. Can we get up here? And also, apparently there is a maximum range, but it's kind of hard to quantify. Because as you can see, I mean, we can go all the way up here, but then eventually it does kind of split off. Now you can also use this to break your fall, if that's what you want to use it for. Now I'm not the best grappler, of course, but apparently, judging by what I'm seeing here, there's also a maximum time that you can have. So if you're grappling for too long, it will disconnect, but eventually you'll get to where you want to go. Now this could be incredibly useful for certain story maps, or maybe like a parkour map if that's something that's more your style, but also it's just really fun to mess around with, kind of like the one, again, from Dying Light, but this one even more so because of the way it kind of like projects you forward. I mean, I'm pretty much Spider-Man right now, and it's pretty damn cool. I'm having a blast. So I do definitely recommend this mod to anyone that wants to swing around and pretend like their favorite webhead. And like I did mention, you can use it to break your fall. It's just a little finicky because you have to do it at the exact right time. And now we go on to the third and final mod, and that is Movement Quality of Life. It's a very cool mod, and it's very simple. In fact, it's so simple, I've actually been using it this entire time. There's a lot of different facets to this mod, and let's go over them real quick. So first off, when you jump, you're going to have more impact. As you can see how my screen kind of bobbed there. Now that is going to signify that you fell from a great height. That will also do the same. All right, let's go ahead and try that again. Just simply fall from a great height, and you'll bounce. Next up, and this is kind of a niche one, but if you're one of those guys that likes to have the suit functionality on, it also completely disables your suit while you're in the air. So now when you jump, as you can see, my suit is not going down. So you can sort of bunny hop, but that's also kind of what this mod also disables. Something else that's cool is you cannot crouch jump spam. As you can see, it's just not working. It looks a lot more natural. Well, I say that as I'm glitching in and out of reality, but you cannot crouch jump spam. Like right there, I tried it, and it kind of stops you, you know? And apparently this is a problem with the PvP in Garry's mod, which I don't know anything about. But hey, don't worry, if you want to change this, there's also a bunch of great settings. You can choose a 1 air duck, so you get 1 per jump, or you can just go ahead and straight up allow it. Oh, I see what people are saying now. Is this what they mean? Because this makes it really hard to like shoot people. Okay, now I understand. Or you can make it to where you can no longer uncrouch. So, as you can see, I crouch, and I can't uncrouch until I hit the ground. And then you can just completely and entirely disable crouching in the air. I can't crouch. I'm spamming that control key, guys. Also, if you do want to change the view punch for when you jump, which is that shakiness, as you can see, I have it very high. Oh my god. You can, of course, change that, as well as the landing one, and you really got to see this. Alright, here goes nothing. Oh god. That did not feel right. Let's go ahead and adjust that back down. You can also choose the angle cap, which we're not going to mess with that. And then you could even adjust the landing penalty. Now, this is pretty cool. This is going to make it to where you're... Oh god, that jump. This is going to make it to where when you do land from a hard landing, that you're going to be slow. So that slowdown effect that I mentioned happens every single time you jump, and that's going to prevent you from bunny hopping. Although I gotta admit, you can get some pretty decent results, but as you can see, my momentum is being slowed down every time I land. Next up, we have something that may or may not be a good thing. You can no longer sprint while holding objects. I cannot sprint. Now, if you go ahead and disable that, which it is disabled by default, so you do have to turn it on. Yeah, I can kind of see why it's a problem, because you end up running into the prop, and it just starts acting all weird. Yeah, it's jank. In fact, sometimes it even just stops you. Like, look at this, I'm sprinting right now. So maybe not being able to do something is a good thing after all. But hey, you guys know the drill. If you liked the video, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Leave a comment down below to let me know what you want to see in the next one, or check out my Discord page down in the description. You'll find all the mods down there as well, and even a link to my new YouTube channel, NecrosVideos, to see Pokemon stuff. I want to thank you all so much for watching this until the end. Thank you guys again for the support, and until next time, thanks for watching and farewell.